We are back with another reaction. Run the intro.
Now, who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got blocks, who's mostly Dolce down to the blue top. The same old pimp, Mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp. Can't stop till I see my name on the blimp. Guarantee a million shells, call it level up. You don't believe in Harlem World, nigga, double up. We don't play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Niggas didn't know me 91, bet they know.
Yes, what is poppin', family? If you're new here and this is your first time seeing my face, what is good? My name is Mark. Please remember to run up the likes on that like button, match the energy of that subscribe button, and hit that post notification bell so you can be down every time I drop a video. So I cannot wait to get into this Iron Maiden track. It's called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. I cannot wait to react to this because I love Iron Maiden, especially from the reactions that I've done, the few reactions I've done of them. And I'm really interested to see how this sounds because I feel like I'm about to get some type of story through this track. I don't know if I want to know what type of vibe I'm gonna get from listening to this. So before we jump into this reaction, massive shout out goes to and yes, you are the MVP. So we did all the introductions. We're going to skip all the pleasantries now, and we're just going to dive right into it and see what Iron Maiden has to say. Okay. Oh, okay. I love the instrument play. Woo! Okay, so I just want to pause it real quickly. For me already, it seems like the very focal point of this track is more so the instrument play. And that I feel like, and I say that because I feel like it's the focal point. Like it's very much in the forefront and the vocals are more in the background, at least from my opinion. Like I'm no expert, so please don't take that with, so please take that with a grain of salt. Like, and don't crucify me in the comments, but I'm no expert on Iron Maiden and just in general. But for me, it sounds like it's like what I need to be paying attention to is the instrument play, because it seems like that is the main focus that the artists are trying to get across in here. Let's get back into it. But the vocals are absolutely amazing. Like they're breathtaking, orgasmic. Come on. Hey, come on. Woo! Woo! That is nasty. Woo! Come on! I love that transition. Woo! What I love about them is that their vocals really take you to church, and they are like the kings of transitions. And I want to sit there and talk about the transitions at the end of this track. Let's get back into it. And like the pace, at which they play, amazing. Like the way they dial it up, bring it back, dial it back up, bring it back. Like, whoa. Woo! That was nasty. That was nasty. Okay. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about with their transitions. They are so amazing. Like this, see, I gotta talk about this. I really gotta talk about this, especially at this part, because like the feel that I'm getting is like a kingdom, like an ancient kingdom. Like throughout the whole thing, I felt like there was narrating and building up to this point where I feel like now this right here is like the fall of the kingdom. Like there's nothing left. Like I feel like it needs to go into like reconstruction, like a rebuild almost. Okay. Yeah, like even right here, the way he's narrating it by his voice. It's like this is like the aftermath of what was present, like prior.
4 times 15 living men, and I heard no sigh nor groan.
And it's like, look at this devastation, look at this massacre, look at the fall, like look at the powerful empire just falling, like look at what's left of it, like it's crumbled, like now we need to build it up. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me or maybe I'm overthinking it, but that's what his voice is doing for me. See, I really like that because it's like it's really sitting there allowing you to picture it. Like I don't know, but I feel like I'm overthinking it because like I'm not like an Iron Maiden expert or what their like or know what their true desire and intention for this track was. Like I really don't know. But see, now it's picking back up. Now this seems like this is the rebuild and this is the rise of a new empire, like a new power, like a new superpower being set in place. Come on.
Sinks down like lead into the sea. Then down and falls comes around.
Woo! Come on. That took me by surprise. See, and just with that scream, it seemed like that was like the excitement of the new power, the new guard coming in. Like, we came over the old guard, now we got new blood coming in. Oh, that is amazing. Let's go. Yeah, their instrument play is so phenomenal and impeccable. It's, like I said, it's outstanding. It's so orgasmic. Like, you can't help but get into it. Like, it sets the tone and the stage and the mood. Okay, again, Kings of Transition. And see, this is why I say I love them so much, because like I said, they are the kings of transition. To be able to have your timing so perfect and to be able to go in and out and to basically jump in and out and go back from one type of fast-paced tempo to another, to a slower-paced tempo, and then jump back out to a mid-tempo, then bring it back and then shoot back out to a fast-paced tempo. Amazing. Let's finish this out. Come on.
And then a boat came sailing towards him. It was a joy he could not believe. The pilot's boat, his son and the hermit, penance of life will fall onto him. And the ship it sinks like lead into the sea. And the hermit shrieks the manner of his sins. The mariner's bound to tell of his story, to tell his tale wherever he goes, to teach God's word by his own example, that we must love all things that God made. And the wedding guests are sad and wise and fair, and the tale goes
Woo! That was phenomenal. I love that. That was like a movie production. That was like Paramount, Lionsgate. Like who else you could think of a production? That was amazing, 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 amazing. I love that. Like Iron Maiden never ceases to amaze me. Okay, so let's quickly get into Iron Maiden with the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. I love this. I thought that they bodied this. They executed this so well. Like it was such a well thought out song. It was a masterpiece. Let's just say that very much to start there. That this was such a masterpiece. This was a beautiful massacre put on full display. Like I said at the beginning, I felt like the real focal point of it that you really had to listen to and get into was the instrument play. I believe that that was the main focus. That's just my opinion. I felt like you really had to listen to that to get the gist of the story and to follow along with it and to get it and to really get the piece and like take something out of it. I don't think it was so much the lyrics, even though the lyrics and the musicality of it and the vocals were so on point. It was like on fire. It was orgasmic to the ears. Like it was so beautiful. But I felt like the instrument play was the main focus for you to be able to draw out the main points of this. I loved it because like I said, at the first like beginning of the song, I really felt like this was like ushering in like this, or like introducing us into like this old guard, like the old ancient, like this old ancient empire and like how it came about. And just like I feel like that was the story and that was the foundation of introducing us to this new established empire and just their rise, and then just them establishing themselves as a superpower and just navigating through everything. And then when it got like mid through or like through a third of it, I felt like it was the fall, because it was like like you heard the rise because the tempo picked up so fast, but then it started to slow down a little bit. So I felt like that was like the that was like showcasing like the fall of it, and then it became like completely flat and dead like in the middle of it, because like then it was like almost like this narration of like, look at the devastation, look at what has become of this great superpower, this super great entity, and now look at the devastation, look at the massacre, like look what's left, like it's nothing but rubble. Like that's what I felt like that, and like that was what they were trying to portray of that. But then I felt like once it started picking back up, it was like ushering in this new guard, like this new sort of new blood type of empire, like this new superpower, like this new king, like queen, like whatever you want to make of it, like this new entity coming in, ushering itself in, and then rebuilding. Like it was like a reconstruction period, like there was like a rebranding, so to speak, sort of like, okay, we may have been crushed, but now it's time to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and rebuild and become what we used to become, what we used to be, but become anew, like transform, become that caterpillar and wrap yourself in this cocoon, or become this moth, like yeah, like scratch that, become this caterpillar, like something that you would think would be so ugly, but then wrap yourself in a cocoon and then blossom and like unravel yourself and become this beautiful entity, which is the butterfly. And I felt like that's what the ending signified, where this ancient empire renewed itself, gained itself like a new spirit, and was able to basically blossom and become something new and establish itself and sustain itself as this superpower. Like I thought that this was like so beautifully done. Like I feel like brain banged at this point. Like I feel like I have no mind left because it really took me on a beautiful journey. Like, and like I don't even know if anything I said makes sense or if it even relates to the song, but this is just what it meant for me. And I just felt like it was beautiful, and it just really showcased the talent of Iron Maiden. This was like by far for me their best song that I've reacted to. It was just so well thought out. It was so well executed. The technical aspects, everything was so beautiful, and it was so laid out. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. This is like my favorite reaction of one of their tracks. This is definitely my favorite song of Iron Maiden. So please let me know what you thought of the Rime of the Ancient Mariner in the comments below. And with that being said, oh yeah, before I say that, not rating this, as you can see, automatic 100% for me. Like, there's nothing to be said. This was genius. But with that being said, please be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.